Hi, I'm Dina. This is my Zoom room, and I thought I'd just show you a few of the restorative chair yoga poses that I have come up with. This is by no means definitive, and I don't know what's out there on YouTube, but I'm just showing you the ones that my go-to. So I'll start with the supported twist. So you'll be sitting sideways on, so they do all require 2 bolsters and 2 chairs. Sitting sideways on, actually you can have that one that way. That works. So the end of it is just resting on the edge of my hip there. I might bring it in a little bit. I'm not super tall, so I don't have a particularly long body, but this could be, I guess, for a slightly taller person, it could work as well. So sitting sideways in the chair, I'm going to turn towards the bolster, one hand either side of the bolster, and lay the front of my body over the bolster, head turning towards the knees. You can rest your hands and arms on the second bolster beneath you. So, you know, it's not as good as the floor version, but it's some way towards that. And then on the other side, so bolster coming out of the hip. Let's try it a bit further down. And then turning towards the bolster, laying the front of the body over the bolster. I'm going to move that so it fits my elbow better. Head turning towards the knees. Supported twist. So then I also came up with a side opening one. I'm just trying to remember how I did it. It will be something like this. Okay, so bring it in towards me. Again, knees to the side. So it's not completely without support because I'm resting my head in my hands, but the other arm goes over the head, and then it's side opening. So you could, if you had more props, prop up the head. If you had more bolsters, I guess you could stick another bolster in there somewhere and some blocks and bricks. But, you know, this is not too bad. You're not going to hold it as long as you would if you were on the floor. But it's not bad. It's not bad. And it gets that nice side opening. And then I'll just show you that from the other side, just for your records. So just settling into that, the knees out to the side. So yeah, there's those. And then child's pose. So knees, I've got knees wide in this one. So again, I don't have a particularly long body, so I'm not sure how that works with the longer body, but the bolster is kind of coming right in between my knees. And this one's supporting it and then coming over, and this nice one underneath to support the arms, head turning to one side. This feels good. Thank you very much. Child's pose. That one works well. You can turn the head to the other side. So that's the more obvious one. And then finally, my version of Shavasana in a chair, again, requiring 2 bolsters. So one bolster behind. So you need a big enough chair so you can still sit on the chair and have the bolster behind. This one, just got to angle it so long as you can get your feet under. So it needs an open bit at the back so that there's that nice bend in the knees. So it could be like that, but of course then the head isn't supported. So requiring some skill here. Again, I guess it depends on the body that you've got in to work with, but this worked for me. So folding the pillow in half and placing it there, and I can now, so it's just under my neck, really. So my head is now supported. Again, it's not quite and lying on your back shavasana, but there is some relaxation that can happen here. Just keeping that bend in the knees. It's good there. And then, you know, I have looked into doing this without the bolster behind, but it doesn't really work so well. So I'm afraid that's all I have to offer, but I hope it's helpful. All right.